want from me. I know what you need from me.
Yo, welcome back to the Specific Person channel. I'm your host SP, and I've designed this channel to help you guys become what is specifically required to obtain everything that you personally desire. If you're not a current subscriber, do us both a favor, click the subscribe button. And if you like this style of content, do us both another favor and click the thumbs up button. Now on this one, I'm going to be real brief, real quick. Now, a lot of people, they say that competition is a bad thing, which is not necessarily the case. It's all about the kind of competition, because most people are oftentimes looking to compete externally with other people outside of themselves. But if you've studied and if you've watched a lot of the greats in different areas, I've heard the same common thing from pretty much most of them that I've studied and that I've watched. And they always talk about how they're not in competition with anyone else but themselves. They're always looking to outdo what they've done previously. And oftentimes in life, we'll have people that are so focused on what this person is doing or how this person is living or how far advanced this person is in the same field, instead of focusing on themselves and focusing on their own progression. So competition in the sense of you competing against yourself, competing against what you've already done, breaking your own records, topping yourself, that's the healthy form of competition. Now, worrying about what other people have, their situation, you can't really be too focused on what those people are doing or where they're going or how they're progressing, because everybody's journey is different. You don't know how long they've been at it, what obstacles that they have had to overcome, or what assets or what attributes that they have that may be different from yours, for you to equally view them as competition. The only person that you should view as competition, like I said, is yourself. And I think a lot of people in life would have a much easier time if they were to do that, have that perception of competition. Meaning that, okay, how can I outdo what I've already done? How can I be better today than I was yesterday? How can I be better next week than I was last week? Like constant progression, constant elevation of yourself is the true healthy form of competition. So never be concerned with what's going on the outside, who's doing this, who's doing that, what they're doing, and how you can top them or whatever, because it's not really about topping another person. It's about becoming aligned with who you truly are, and your purpose and your journey, and excelling in everything that you were meant to do. So this is just, to give you guys a little bit more encouragement on your journey, because I've had quite a few people that at some point when they're manifesting a certain type of skill level or grade or in school or career move, like they'll talk about the other people that's in their field or that's in their office or that have similar jobs or that are excelling or being promoted farther than them, and they'll always keep referencing how this person seems like they're so much better, or they're doing so much greater, or they have a better work ethic, or this or that. And I'm just like, you need to focus on yourself. Just stop focusing on what they're doing, how they're doing it, and focus on you. And yeah, you can borrow certain things that you may notice that you can apply to your own workflow or your own mindset or your own perception that can help you, but at the same time, you can't really view them as competition. You should just view yourself as competition, like, okay, I did this last week. How can I improve upon that? How can I be better than I was last week or the last quarterly performance? And it's the same way with that SP, because I've had people that are manifesting relationships with a specific person, and they'll start to compare themselves to the SP. Be like, well, they're like this and I'm like that, or I have kids and they don't have kids, or I've been divorced, 1 or 2 times and they've never been married, or this or that, or they're financially set and I'm still trying to figure things out. Stop it, and then ultimately I've had the situation happen where like somebody was actually jealous of the person they were with, and another person became jealous of their SP because they felt like their SP had themselves together, and the person that was with the other person, they felt like they had themselves together and they were able to focus more than they were. And I was like, You guys have this thing totally wrong. You know, like, never be jealous of anyone else, because you don't know what that person had to go through to get to that level of discipline to obtain the things that they have acquired. So it's kind of silly to be jealous of another person. Don't be jealous of them. Be inspired by them. Like, you know what? I can improve myself, and you know, and I could possibly exceed them, you know, and not even trying to exceed them. You know, just be like, I can do better for myself in general, period. And I can have that type of position or life or type of relationship with myself that they have with themselves, or better, you know. So not really viewing them as like the competition or the threat that you have to eliminate, you know. No, it's just like, view them as inspiration. I mean, if somebody's doing good, view them as inspiration, and I mean, and talk to them, you know, because they may share some golden wisdom with you that you can apply and you can help yourself excel. So I'll never view another person as competition. Even people that are in this whole manifesting field, you know, talking about this stuff on YouTube, they're not my competition. None of the people, I've actually, well, I watch on a regular basis other people talk about manifesting. I comment, I give their videos a thumbs up. I never view them as competition, because everybody is going to have their own perception, their own point of view, and everybody is going to have a different way of explaining the process of manifesting. And we all, you know, gravitate towards different techniques, and we all have a different approach, because it's like sometimes you can hear the same thing from multiple people, but it's that one particular person where it really resonates and you really latch on to what they're saying, even though you may have heard countless other people say the same thing or something similar. You know, there's always an audience for everybody. So that's why you should never view competition as an unhealthy thing, and you should have the right focus of competition with your previous self, never other people. That's why I never sweat these people. You know, I'm like, oh, so and so has X amount of subscribers or X amount of views. I don't care. I'm on my own journey, you know. My numbers is gonna go up as soon as I improve myself a little bit further. My numbers are gonna shoot up again. So I never be too concerned with it, because I stopped overthinking, because that's where a lot of the issues as far as people feeling the need to compete comes from, is overthinking. Because we'll overthink ourselves into being unworthy, you know, like, oh, like this didn't go right, or I'm not doing this right, or why am I doing this? And you'll just keep thinking, and most of the time when we overthink, of course, it's a lot of negative thoughts. It's seldomly do we ever overthink ourselves into a positive situation. We'll always overthink ourselves into a negative situation or a stagnant situation. So just keep that in mind. Friendly competition, let's talk about that. I mean, friendly competition is different, because you guys are just, well, what you should view friendly competition as, you guys just competing in a way that's healthy, so that you're both leveling up as a team, you're working together. So that's how I would view something, to where you're having friendly competition with another individual. You guys are pretty much working as a team, because no matter what, you're going to walk away from that competition or from that experience with a new level of knowledge, a new level of wisdom. So it's kind of like how they say the iron sharpening the iron, and you know, like, you guys are working together competitively to sharpen each other's attributes or skills. So with that being said, guys, as I always say, keep loving your heart, peace on your path. Until the next video, SP out.